Hello, everybody, and welcome back once again to the Brawl for All Pro Wrestling Show. It's episode 46 here. Your host, Jeff Jaros, as always. Joining me is Jeff Crow this week. What's up?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing all right. C-Dub was going to get on, but he's kind of busy, so he wasn't able to get on due to work and stuff like that. So hopefully...
Football.
No, it's not football. Work and stuff he's got going on is what he's claiming. So if it was football, C-Dub,
Yeah.
we know. No, I don't know. He wasn't able to get on, though. So hopefully he can get on next week or something. So glad to get you on here this week, Jeff. And we're going to go over Raw real quick and go over real quick the news from this week, which wasn't a ton, but it was quite a bit. And then NXT Takeover Respect and the MSG WWE card will be... giving our predictions for. So what do you think?
Yeah, sounds like some good stuff.
Sounds like a plan. Well, Dave Meltzer reported that this was a historically low Raw this week on ratings-wise, 2.3, the lowest since 1997 whenever Nitro was going head-to-head with them. Now, we looked at it, though, and it said that they drew 3.3 million viewers, so I'm pretty sure thinking that that's 3.3, though.
Yeah, I don't know how they worked that. I don't know if that was total during the whole show or if and then they average it for the actual rating.
Right. We didn't get a solid like what the actual rating was. So
I'm not sure if they like average like the 3 hours each hour. I don't know how they do that.
I don't either. But whatever the case, like I said, the Raw ratings are getting really low.
Yeah.
And they're not picking up. So they need to do something.
Yeah, I mean, they have nothing, like, really interesting going on.
No superstars.
No, it's sad.
Same old crap all the time. So we had this Raw, which I'm going to go through real quick. You had, the whole thing at the beginning where Cena came out and reissued that open challenge, and then New Day came out and picked Xavier Woods to take him on for the U.S. title. So I knew Woods would have no chance, so Biggie and Kofi did interfere. And they got kicked out during the match, so it ended up just being him and Woods, and Cena won by DQ actually after they hit the ring again and stopped Cena from tapping out Woods. So I think the New Day are awesome, though, as far as that like table for three and stuff. I kind of like them.
Oh, yeah.
They're definitely one of the best acts going on Raw, like we said.
It's like they're so stupid they're funny.
Right. I think they're getting over really good, so that's one thing that come out of this is at least they're giving, New Day a spot against Cena.
I still love the trombone.
But I did hear the rumors that Cena's going to be done after Hell in a Cell for a while. He's been taken off all the live dates, and he's been removed from the Raw advertisements. So
somebody better step it up in Raw then to have some real good...
Well, if these ratings keep at the way they are, I see him like telling him you can't leave,
Right.
So after that match, though, the Dudley Boys came out and fought the New Day off after they got DQ'd, and so the director of operations, Kane, came out and made it a 6-man match with the Cena and the Dudleys against New Day. That was cool. Kofi actually hit the Trouble in Paradise for the win on Devon.
Yep.
So that was interesting.
That'll come in the predictions later there.
Right. Then they had that backstage segment where they introduced, Stephanie, the head of Human Resources, or representative of Human Resources. And they said that she was going to follow Kane around and shadow him and, let him know if he's fit for the job or not. Rollins walked in and said it was an outrage that somebody even filed a complaint against Kane because, a complaint was filed. That's why they did this. So he had to deal with that the rest of the night.
Yeah.
I wasn't too big on it.
No, it was kind of stupid.
This Ashley chick gonna stick around?
Could have done them without that.
Yeah, I wonder who that Ashley was. I never did see.
Oh, maybe she will stick around. Might see her in NXT or something.
Oh, there comes the infamous train. All right. Yep. Ambrose talked to Reigns backstage on rethinking his whole plan tonight because he said the Wyatts had a plan. Ambrose said he wanted him one-on-one, didn't he?
Yeah.
And said that he's got Reigns back, but Reigns says that he's sure that Orton has Ambrose's, and he said after Y2J that he doesn't want any help. So Orton walked up and says if Reigns doesn't handle business tonight, that it was open season.
Yeah.
I think he didn't handle business, but it was an awesome ending.
Oh, yeah.
So they're keeping Orton around, but they don't trust Orton.
Yeah, I don't get, I don't know what they're trying to do.
Where's Y2J at? I thought he was supposed to be full-time now, is what they were saying. So I don't know what's going on.
Maybe him and Orton will get it in a feud. That would be, I mean, they haven't feuded for, that'd be a decent feud, actually.
They had a hell of a match last time they did.
Yeah.
And,
so I think,
yeah, it's just, I don't know what's going on with that whole deal. It seems like Orton's just so out of place in the whole deal.
Yeah, I'd like to see an Orton-Jericho feud.
Yeah, Jericho. I don't know if they can get him back on. That help ratings.
Yeah, those two. I mean that's a pretty good match there.
Yeah, so something they could think about, I guess. But man, it's two old veterans out there. Like we said, they need to push these new guys.
Yeah, I know. I mean well, Orton's not old, but he's wrestling-wise old.
Veteran, yeah. Miz TV. Oh, we had Big Show and Mark Henry, and obviously Henry lost after a KO punch. So
yeah,
the weapon of mass destruction,
making him look unstoppable.
Right. Henry says he's gonna hang it up soon too in an interview.
After Show's jobbed, I don't know how many times this year.
Did you hear what I said? Yeah. Did you hear what I said about Henry? He's gonna hang it up soon. He said that in an interview, and he said he'd actually wouldn't care if his last match, like the fans chose who he took on.
They should have let the fans choose and have him fight at Mania in Texas. Be his last one.
Yeah, they should. They should, because he is from Texas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, then
that'd be Texas, I think.
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Yeah.
So then they had Miz TV with Charlotte Becky addressing Team PCB's turmoil last week where Paige walked off. Man, this whole thing was kind of just, I don't even really have much to say on the whole Divas thing. You know, they had Team Bella come out. Charlotte told Nikki to hit the ring. Said she'd make her tap out like Night of Champions. Nikki put herself over, claiming she was responsible for the Diva Revolution. And then Paige came out and ran down Charlotte and everybody. Like, she pretty much cut another promo like she did the week before. Another Paige bomb. So, I don't know. It was just ridiculous. I have nothing really to say on that.
No, not until they get... Man, they just need to get them all in different feuds.
What was funny, though, is Paige said, with boyfriends like yours, who really needs ambition?
Yeah, that was funny.
So that brawl broke out, and the former Team PCB was standing tall. So what happened? Director of Operations came out again and made it old six-man. Team PCB, the former, and Team Bella. Paige tried leaving, but Natalya took her place, and Paige took out Natalya's leg, and she went face first on the apron, and Nikki hit that rack attack on Charlotte for the win. What do you think of Natalya coming back in there? She's kind of out of place.
Yeah, she is.
Like the only one without a team. She's like a woman without a country. Like the only one without a team. Like,
right.
Seems weird now.
She's on Total Divas.
This whole Divas Revolution thing is just a joke, really.
Yeah, and a lot of them like Total Divas, like the Bellas and Alicia Fox and
right. And now
they're all on it and and they're bringing what's her name. I think Emma's going to be on it.
Really? I think it's ridiculous that I kind of forgot what I was going to mention now about it, but
Natalya, she could have some good matches, but she just, like I said, it's weird how she fits in there.
Yeah, she doesn't really fit in there. It's weird. Like, she's like...
She's never a part of any of those groups or everything.
No, and now it's kind of weird. Like, they dropped Paige from PCB, so now it's just all jumbled up. Like, there's a 2-man group, there's a 3-man, another 3... I don't understand it.
No, they just need to split them up and just have some matches.
The bottom has definitely dropped out of the whole faction thing that they thought was going to be cool.
Yeah, it's not working so well.
No. So, backstage, Rollins was telling Ashley from the Human Relations that Kane's out to get him, and Kane's gives this was funny though. Kane's gave Rollins that big red box, thanking him, and Rollins is like, "What's in the box?" And Kane replied, "It's your severed head, your statue." He said it's amazing what one man can do with a flashlight and a shovel. Rollins said he couldn't take the head, and stormed off.
It was funny.
So a play on 7 there.
Yep.
That was pretty good. Morgan Freeman and Brad Pitt.
Kane, hilarious.
Yeah, it's amazing what one man can do with a shovel and a flashlight. The human resources girl.
Corporate Kane talking.
And that human resources girl was like, "That's thoughtful." Acting like Kane was a sweetheart. Okay, we had primetime players and Luke Harper and Braun Strowman.
Braun Strowman.
I love how Wyatt says it, though. Braun Strowman. Anyway, Strowman passed out O'Neal to that hug of death.
Yep.
They call it the hug of death.
It's almost like a triangle choke where he picks him up in the air and just...
Bear hugs him. That son of a bitch is huge.
Yep. When you get their arm and stuff trapped, like it's like a arm triangle choke.
Yeah, it's a hell of a move. Definitely would pass somebody out if he got it on you.
Oh, that big, man. Yeah,
he's so big.
You have to fucking knee him in the balls, really.
I want to see Braun Strowman and Brock.
Somebody would have to knee him in the nuts.
Oh, they'd have to. Yeah, I want to see him and Brock.
Somebody should do it. Brock would. He'd probably ball back, hit him right in the nuts. And...
We know Undertaker would.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
They'll do anything for a win these days.
We have Neville and Stardust. And the only thing significant about this was Neville went up for the red arrow, and here comes King Barrett back again. He's still got that damn King Barrett name. Knocked him out with the bullhammer, and then Stardust, he went after Stardust, and he tried to crawl away, but Barrett laid him out with a bullhammer, too. So Neville won by DQ.
So, yeah, what is he? Who knows? He's just back.
He's not bad news. He's King Barrett.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they even said that, didn't they?
It's
King Barrett!
He heel, I guess, or...
No wonder nobody watched this Raw.
I don't know, just...
Shitty segment after shitty segment.
I think I was dozing off. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Kane and Ashley from the HR were in the ring now. Rollins says Kane is the big red machine. He came out there to tell all about, showed him that video. Oh, yeah, he said he wasn't going to hell because the Pope blessed him. Said he wasn't going to hell. He's going to heaven. And I'm like, so many people don't even believe in that shit no more anyway. Why are they saying this? And then Kane showed a package of Rollins dissing him. And Ashley said her evaluation shows Kane is sound mind and capable of being the director of operations. And said if anyone needed evaluated, it was Rollins. Oh, man. So Rollins jumped in the ring, and actually that pedigree took him a while to get it on there, but he got it and got him down with that pedigree, and then assaulted him.
Twice the second time he got it.
Yeah, and then he assaulted him with that chair, wrapped it around his leg, and stomped it. Yeah. The trainers and paramedics came down, and they put him on that backboard, and Rollins taunted Kane as they were taking him off, like, "You look very human now," and stuff he was claiming. So Kane got loaded into that ambulance, and the ambulance started pulling off, and then the red lights blared, and smoke poured out of the back of the ambulance. I thought that was a cool visual. Kane came emerging out as the demon. He got dressed quick in there. But that wig was not put on very good, in my opinion.
No, it was sticking all up weird. I noticed that.
What I thought was funny about this segment is Kane just was limping, and then he just stomped his foot back to make his leg go back in place, like he magically put his leg back in place from being broke. Did you see that?
Like back in the old days.
Yeah, so Kane went after him and got in the ring and actually gave him that chair shot, and he was unaffected. And that reminded me of Braun Strowman. Man, I was like, they're going to have him and Strowman go at it if they keep him like that, taking chair shots and not even feeling it. So, yeah.
No court Kane. They have to have the real Kane against Strowman.
Yeah, I think this would be cool, though, if they put him against Strowman.
Yeah.
Kane beat Rollins down and then gave him that choke slam. And then he went for a tombstone, but Rollins escaped and rolled out. And then Kane picked up the title and set the turnbuckles off like he does. But that was pretty decent, but, why are they got him against Kane? Like, they had Daniel Bryan win the title, put him against Kane. Like, they already know Kane's storylines aren't that great anyway.
Like I said, they're just putting relics in there with Rollins right now.
Yeah, Sting, Kane. Who's next? Big Show?
Shit, I mean, it's like, Cena's up there. He had the feud with him.
Lesnar's not young.
No, but Lesnar, they don't want him fighting because he'll whip his ass.
Well, they don't want him taking on somebody with no name value, and Kane at least has some kind of name value, I guess.
Yeah.
These other guys, you could put Owens in there, but is it going to draw?
No, because they haven't pushed him up and let him...
Not to the WWE PG audience.
Yeah, that's...
it's one thing getting over on NXT, but getting over on WWE is different because it's ran differently.
Yeah, you gotta stick to the script, and...
Yeah.
It's
hard to get through that glass ceiling in Raw. You got so much political stuff going on backstage, too, that it's hard.
There's so much more pressure when you're on Raw and live and...
Kevin Dunn. Kevin Dunn.
Because NXT, it's tape. It's not they can edit stuff, but you're out there live on Raw
every Monday too. They got to try to keep this shit going.
Yeah.
So after that, we had Orton defeat Bo Dallas with the RKO. What a big deal! Wow.
Yeah.
I never knew that would happen. Can't they just give Bo Dallas a win and let us shock us every now and then or something? And Bo Dallas needs to get back in shape. He's really getting big.
Yeah.
No offense, but God, he used to be in somewhat decent.
Doing it on purpose.
I don't know, he's getting pretty big. Owens and Rusev. We had old Ryback on commentary attack Rusev, and Owens and Rusev attacked Ryback, so Ziggler stormed in for the save, and Ryback won by DQ. This was all pretty ridiculous, the whole Raw.
Yeah, it's...
And Owens is just stuck in that IC US title picture.
I know.
They're going to try to keep him in there so you don't have to bitch about him being in the WWE title picture because he's going to have the IC,
Alright.
I can already see that's what they're trying to do. These guys like Rusev and stuff aren't going any farther.
No, they're stuck. It's
Ziggler's still in the same spot that he's always been.
I know.
It's ridiculous, really. He looks so much like Michaels out there anymore, though.
Yeah.
Next, we had Heyman come out to hype up the old MSG match with Lesnar versus Big Show and said Brock will push Show to his limits because he's bored. And says he'll take Show to Suplex City. And Show came out and talked he's motivated and the guy that can push Lesnar to the limit. And Heyman left mad. And then Show says, think about his future. One without Brock Lesnar. Think about your future. One without Brock Lesnar. How to do it.
What, are you trying to get Heyman to turn on him?
I don't know. It's so pointless because this isn't like a pay-per-view of any kind of value.
No, and what's he's probably going to destroy Big Show.
Yeah, there's no storyline value to this, so why'd they do it on Raw?
No, he's just going to destroy him, and that's going to be it.
So they did like a meaningless storyline on Raw, man.
Yeah. Brock wasn't out there for any of it.
No, ridiculous. Brock hasn't been around Raw forever. Okay, so that's another thing. I bet people who watched her where's Lesnar at in this?
That shit, man, at least should have had an interview with him.
Yeah, we went through this Raw so quick because it was so bad.
Should had a taped interview with Lesnar telling how he's gonna whip Big Show's ass.
Yeah, and why would Heyman be out there? And why wouldn't Show just punch his lights out there or something? That'd have built up more heat for the match if he would have knocked out Heyman.
Yeah.
Instead, they just get in an argument, and he says, think about his future.
That was so stupid.
If you really think about it, though, Heyman's been with Big Show before. Could they do a turn here?
I don't know.
Because he did say, think about his future. One
babyface or what?
Yeah, well, he said, think about his future. One without Brock Lesnar. So if you think about
that's why
it,
I was saying he was with Heyman before he could turn heel, but
right. So who knows? It could be a double turn.
He could turn Brock straight babyface.
Wow, what a MSG that would be if it was a double turn and they did the double switch.
Yeah, that'd be a nice shock there.
Yeah, they haven't done anything like that for a while. And Big Show, he'd get some momentum built up with Heyman.
Yeah.
And they could build a big main event for that.
Brock doesn't need to be, he don't need to be a face or heel. He's just going to get cheered anyway.
Right. Man, I think it may be the way to, I think the Brock-Paul Heyman relationship kind of ran its course.
Yeah, it's kind of stale. Maybe they will switch it up.
And Brock has been grabbing the mic and saying a little bit the last couple times, I thought.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. It wasn't much.
No.
That's one thing. Like, he needs a mouthpiece almost. Like, I don't see him doing it, but man, they could do something like that.
That would be
and have Brock
cool.
just be the silent killer. You really don't have to say anything.
No.
Just a few words.
And
Okay.
I don't know. They have to figure out the rest of the Go to Hell tour.
Yeah, we'll get it there in a second.
He ain't going to be there until the Hell in a Cell if he did stay with him. So if he turned,
he wouldn't have him at Hell in a Cell with Taker. So I don't know. I don't see it. I don't know.
Here in that match.
I don't know. He could turn in that match too. Take Taker under his wing. That'd be cool.
Yeah, or turn with Show and then.
I think the best way to go here is don't have a finish for this match or something happens screwy and Brock loses and keep this going somehow for a while. And then he could be like a threat in that Hell in a Cell match.
Heyman align himself with Undertaker.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Okay, then because he has been with Taker before, when he was Mean Mark Callis. Heyman managed him. Yeah, Paulie Dangerously managed him his last match at WCW against Lex Luger at a pay-per-view. Anyway, Reigns versus Wyatt. Go ahead.
I just said the Heart Punch.
Yeah, the old Heart Punch. Mean Mark. You haven't checked out Mean Mark, go look at him. Reigns versus Wyatt was the main event. Reigns challenged Wyatt without, Harper and Strowman, and he came out without him. The match actually ended in a double countout, but the melee continued after the match, fighting in the crowd, and Wyatt threw a tech worker at Reigns. That was funny. And then then he did that crossbody on Reigns through the barricade.
That was awesome.
Yep, and then Wyatt jumped up on the announce table, posing to the crowd. When out of nowhere, Reigns hit him with a sweet-ass spear right through that announce table. They aren't taking the monitors and stuff off anymore, though, so I've noticed the last few times.
Yeah.
And Raw went off the air with both of them laid out on the floor. That was badass.
Oh, that spear was sweet.
So they had to wait till the end of Raw to do something good.
I know. I was like, when they got counted out, I was like, man.
Yeah, I was like, that was a joke.
Terrible, but then...
It's still kind of bad because people might have tuned out after that.
Yeah, then I see, once they went in the crowd, then once he did that flying cross body through the day, I was like...
That was kick-ass.
And then I knew when he climbed up on the table, something was going to happen.
Oh, I did too. And they had the stairs set up there.
Yeah, I didn't know them.
Where'd them stairs come from?
I don't know, but...
Why were they just set up there like that? That was one thing that was a mystery. Did I miss something?
I don't know if one of them put him up there and was going to do a move up there.
Yeah, something. Yeah, but it ended so quick. I don't know. I'll have to go back and watch that. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments.
Reigns he ran up there and did that shit quick.
Yeah, he did. That was cool. He had to pull it off. That's dangerous too, man, really.
He went through the table perfect, too.
Anytime he does that up those stairs, it's kind of dangerous. Those could slip out from underneath of him.
Yeah.
All right, well.
It landed perfect on that table.
Well, that's enough talking about Raw for me. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
Pretty subpar this week.
Yeah. The ending was good.
The ending was good, and the Kane stuff wasn't bad, but he had some comedy. He had some comedy in there, but everything else was just thrown in there.
Yeah.
You ready to get into some news that I got, and then we'll do the predictions for the MSG and NXT Takeover Respect.
All
right. Well, did you see TNA is rumored to hold those TNA tapings in India on the India tour that they're gonna have? So I guess they're thinking about still trying to find some station to put these guys on after they're off Destination America. But Destination America did add an Impact in October, so I don't know if they're adding more just because they need programming for that spot or what.
I don't know. I don't get that damn channel anyway.
But I just can't. I'm so uninterested. I haven't reported on TNA for a while, but it looks like they're going to try to keep it going.
Well, we'll see.
Good luck.
Hopefully they do.
Yeah. Possible opponent for Lesnar at Mania 32, maybe The Rock, they said. There's like rumors about that, but he's already penciled in against Triple H as of now. And they were trying to get, Ronda Rousey and Stephanie involved too, like they did during Mania.
But I think Rousey and Rock are both
in movies.
Filming movies, aren't they?
Rock's not, but Rousey is.
Oh, I thought I heard Rock was supposed to be filming some movie too.
I don't know. As far as I'm still seeing rumors on Rock being penciled in versus Triple H right now. And he's a possible opponent for Lesnar, but they're saying that's just a rumor.
Yeah, I knew they were planning on Rock and Triple H, and I seen something about Rock may not be able to, but I'm sure they could fly him in there for a match.
Yeah, they might. Yeah, they need these stars on this Mania desperately because of the way business has been. This great year of 2015.
They need to just go nuts and straight up pack it with stars that can actually go still.
That draw money.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the bottom line. They need to start drawing some money, drawing ratings, getting people interested.
Yep.
Hornswoggle was suspended 30 days for violating the wellness policy. Now, our good buddy C-Dub told me it was a marijuana bust that he got busted out on, violated for. Not bust, but I guess he failed the test. So, I don't know, man, but all I can say is that last week, if that's the case, I totally called it on those leprechauns loving that herb. And him and Kane possibly under there doing bottle tokes.
Horny down there getting...
possibly even when they drug. That's probably why Rollins kind of succumbed and went down there, because he's like, oh, I smell something good down here. I'm going to join them.
Yeah, they probably all crawled under the ring.
So, that's interesting. Hornswoggle's not even used, really. So, it doesn't make much of a difference, but...
No.
Let's just hope it wasn't human growth hormone.
Yeah, I would hope not. Because it didn't help.
Nope. CM Punk's first fight may be close, they said, and UFC officials are reportedly looking for an opponent as we speak. So, what do you think on that, since you're the UFC expert of the bunch?
I'm trying to think who they were wanting him to fight.
I don't know.
They mentioned some names.
Yeah.
But I think he should fight Matt Hughes.
He should, but that just, I don't know if you'd want to put him in there against that caliber of an opponent right off the bat. But Hughes is old.
Matt's old,
that'd be a big win for Punk, I guess.
Punk ain't young either, so.
No,
I think they'll probably put a younger up-and-coming guy against him, I imagine.
I'd say so, too, but somebody that's worth a credit. They said they're not going to throw
Martin Campman, maybe, I heard.
Well, they said they're not going to throw a scrub against him.
Yeah.
Somebody who's battle-tested.
Like I said, Martin Campman or Matt Brown, somebody like that.
It's so funny that I almost forget that he's even in the UFC because it's been so long since he's been signed and never done anything.
No.
Not even Brock waited that long.
All he's been doing is training.
Well, Brock didn't even wait that long, did he?
No, but he had that wrestling background, that great wrestling background, so he didn't need to...
And plus, he had a few fights under his belt before he got there.
Yeah, I mean, he knew all that stuff. And plus, like you said, his wrestling...
Yeah.
That would take you a long ways. I mean, that's one of the best bases, they say, is a good wrestling base.
Right. Matt Hughes.
Yeah, like a lot of guys that were champs. I mean, like even John Jones was a good wrestler.
Yeah.
John Hendricks, people like that. I mean,
wrestling's key in MMA, man. It really is. You got to know how to wrestle.
And GSP, they said he was going to try out for the Olympics for Canada at one point.
Oh. And
he never wrestled before, but his MMA wrestling was so good.
Mm-hmm.
So. Yeah.
Well, it'll be interesting.
Yeah.
I definitely will watch Punk's fight.
Yeah, and he's done Muay Thai and stuff like that, so he knows some of that.
So that's a big fight for him here because I
can see a lot of kicks coming from him.
Right. I think they'll draw some money on that CM Punk debut, whether he wins or loses. They're going to draw money just to see what happens.
Yeah. I think they'll put another big name on the card with him.
Right. Yeah, they'd have to almost. A Ronda Rousey, maybe.
Yeah, or a heavyweight championship match, and then
Ronda's the biggest draw they have. They're like pretty much admit it now.
But she's fighting soon. I think Holly Holm. Oh, that's already penciled in.
All right. Well, moving on. We'll keep an eye out on that. Who his opponent might be. WWE reportedly interested in bringing Carlito back. Did you hear me say that last week?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, they're interested in bringing Carlito back, but it was funny because C-Dub said maybe they'd bring him back to be a third Los Matadores because Diego's his brother and Fernando's his cousin. So that's the
Cut his
rumor,
hair
man,
off.
that they're going to bring him back to work with Los Matadors.
Cut his hair off.
I don't know what's going to happen. He could be a Los Matadors with a big old mop top.
Fro.
Yeah, he had it pulled back in cornrows last time I saw him.
I could, yeah.
I'm all for him just getting rid of the Los Matadors gimmick and bringing back a faction of those three.
Carlito can wrestle too.
Primo, Epico, and Carlito.
They all can wrestle. I mean, they
don't need the goofy gimmick.
No.
So, I mean, other than that, that's that Carlito. I'd like to see him back.
The old LWO or whatever it was.
Latino World Order. Yeah, but
Like
they'd be the
like, when they had Conan and shit, like they're actually badasses.
Yeah, I mean they're Puerto Rican though, so they'd have to be
they could still pull it
the
off.
Puerto Rican World Order.
Yeah.
Just call them the Cologne Brothers or whatever. What's wrong with that? Okay, so we have SummerSlam claiming they're going to return to Barclays Center in 2016 and 17, the next 2 years. And they're going to host a NXT SummerSlam and the Raw like they did this year. I think that's a great idea because that was a great atmosphere.
Oh yeah, right there, man. They're gonna. I would if I could save some money. I'd love to go.
Yeah, they're going to be booked for the next 2 years there.
That'd
I've never
be
been to
sweet.
New York, and I'd love to go.
That's damn near like one of the only places I've never been.
Right. UFC 4 Horsewoman Shayna Baszler is how you say her name. I don't know.
What's that?
Shayna Baszler from the 4 Horsewomen of UFC.
Oh yeah.
She made her pro wrestling debut against cheerleader Melissa of TNA fame, and that was at Quintessential Pro Wrestling. So there was pictures on Twitter too of her match, so you can see.
I bet if they're decent, I bet NXT gets them.
Yeah, I mean she's trying. I give her credit going in there doing a real match.
No, yeah.
And against a veteran. You remember this cheerleader Melissa? She had another gimmick too. I can't remember the other gimmick that she played in TNA, but she did wrestle there under cheerleader Melissa a few times.
The 4 Horsewomen. That'd be cool. But I don't know, Frank. I don't know.
It's gonna be a couple years if they can get Ronda.
Yeah,
So.
she can retire anytime. I don't know.
She's kind of locked up. Yeah, until she retires, she's locked up though.
If she beats like the next 2 people,
Like who she got to prove herself against? Well, Cyborg.
I know that's the only fight people would want to see right now.
Right. Well, the next.
Anything can happen in an MMA match.
Yeah. The next thing.
Holly Holm, she's fighting. Did a lot of boxing, and I think she did quite a bit of Muay Thai. So
I'm hoping Rousey keeps it going.
she was actually a amateur boxer, that Holly Holm.
I see.
So we'll see how that works out, if it helps. Or
Right. Did you see that HBK, Flair, and Austin are going to be reportedly part of a panel-type segment on Raw? We reported last week that they're going to be on Raw on October 19th, I think it is. They're going to be giving their thoughts on the Lesnar-Taker Hell in a Cell match.
oh, is that going to be before the podcast?
Right. That'll be sweet. And then Austin shot down rumors of him and Lesnar at WrestleMania 32 and claimed it was bullshit reporting. But there's some people still saying that a major angle is going to be shot during the podcast between the two. And yeah, it's October 19th. So what do you think of that?
Yeah, he, right after Heyman was on there and kind of said something, he tried to squash it then and say it was bullshit, kind of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, it'd have to be a Texas death match. And
yeah.
so
They're saying, the rumors mill's spinning that they're going to shoot an angle, but then there's he's saying it's bullshit.
Yeah, I can see him either way going into promo mode at some point.
Oh, yeah, it's going to happen whether it's a work or for real.
Right.
Yeah.
They they could just do it just to
everything's a work, but you know what I mean, like.
Right.
Just kind of giving people a preview of what it would be like if they had a match.
Right.
But they could set up some kind of angle here with him in some kind of ref role or something like that. You never know.
Yeah.
Okay, so we had I talked about Mark Henry claiming he's retiring soon. Fans' choice. Reportedly, Cena's taking time off. We talked about that. Did you see the new trailer for Condemned 2 starring Randy Orton has been released? I haven't seen it, but I did kind of like the Condemned with Steve Austin, so I'm going to have to check that second one out.
Yeah, I did. I actually have one with Austin.
They do go straight to the shit pile, and it probably won't be like a huge blockbuster hit or anything, but I'm sure it's going to be interesting, because that Condemned, they put all those convicts on an island and have them fight to get off.
Yeah, I think Orton was pretty good.
I'm gonna have to check this trailer out.
Yeah,
see if he has to be playing somebody different.
Yeah, I bet he's pretty good in it.
No, I'm saying he's probably not playing Steve Austin's role.
No,
I'd say he's a new guy put into the system. They're gonna try it again or whatever. Did you see that Alundra Blaze blasted the current Divas division again? Hasn't she already done this?
Oh, yeah.
She claimed Paige is no AJ Lee, blast them for all being disrespectful. She actually teased coming back and teaching them a lesson. I don't quote me on that, but it was something like that. And then she said they were overrated, they can't talk, and half of them can't wrestle. And she also said that she was disrespected whenever somebody was chanting Medusa, they were chanting Alundra Blaze at Nikki Bella. And she, turned her face to the crowd and just put her hand up like she didn't want to hear that.
Yeah.
She says, she says it's pretty much just a bunch of crap. Just, it's bad.
She was on the round table. I watched it. It was pretty good.
But Medusa loves to go off.
Oh, yeah.
Little crazy.
She still looks good, too.
What is she?
She looked like she did, She looks like...
I thought she looked good back in the day.
She drives monster trucks now.
Yeah, I always thought she looked good back in the day.
Yeah, she drives monster trucks now.
I always thought Medusa was hot, really.
Yep.
That's who I originally remember. I do remember the Alundra Blaze run, though, and her dropping the title in the trash and all that.
Yeah.
I lived all that. But
hell of a wrestler.
Yeah, other than that, I don't have any more news. But we do have NXT we can go over from this week. We had Dash and Dawson defeat the Vaudevillains. We had Gable and Jordan defeat the Hype Brothers to move on in the Dusty Classic. And Balor and Joe defeated Enzo and Kaz to move on. The Gable and Jordan and the Hype Brothers and the Dash and Dawson and Vaudevillains were they showed what happened in the Bingo Hall like they did all with the past ones. They didn't actually show that on the show. But they started off with Balor and Joe and Enzo and Cass, so we got Balor and Joe move on. And they actually let Johnny Gargano, Johnny Wrestling, take on Apollo Crews, which was a pretty good damn match, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Emma and Dana defeating Billie Kay and the other... There was 3 Australian girls in that one match. And that backstage segment about her having to take on Kana, a.k.a. Asuka, was pretty damn funny, if you ask me. If you haven't seen NXT, go check their freaking spot with Regal out in the back when he shows them a clip of her training. It's pretty good. And then it ended with a really, really good match. Well, it didn't end with it, but a really good match with Tyler Breeze and Tommaso Ciampa. Man, that was a heck of a match, if you ask me. And what was funny is Tyler Breeze used the unprettier, the kill switch, Christian's move, to win the match. So, I guess they're giving him Christian's move.
Let him have it.
It's kind of funny. They never did retire Christian, did they?
I think it wasn't it was weird how they done it. Because he was injured. He never really came back and said he was done.
It was concussion that he went out on. And that program with Sheamus.
And he had too many, and he just, basically, they said no more.
I guess that's the way it went, because I don't ever remember official retirement for him.
No.
So I can see them giving Tyler Breeze that move, and that's cool because he can call it the unprettier.
Yeah.
Because he's Prince Pretty.
Perfect.
Yeah, it'd be perfect for him. So going on, let's just do our predictions real quick on who we think's going to win these matches at TakeOver Respect, which I'm really looking forward to next Wednesday, the 8th of October. Yeah. And, hey, we're recording this on the first day of October 2015, so that's kind of cool. Happy Halloween to everybody out there.
Yeah.
If you follow me on Facebook, you know I'm going to grow a zombie for Halloween. Yeah, you'll have to check my picture.
That's what I'm going to be. I'll be at the compound and we'll decide.
I'm going to be something for Halloween, but it's a surprise. I'll have to put pictures up on my face, but we'll put pictures up on the Brawl for all of us. Anyway, okay, this is who we have for the predictions. Okay, who do you think's going to take the Dash Dawson Balor Joe? I got Balor Joe.
Yeah.
Moving to the finals.
Balor Joe.
I can't believe they let the new Brainbusters get that far.
Yeah, I know. And I don't know. I don't think they would throw a loop in unless they had Joe.
If they did do that, it'd be in the main event. It'd be in the finals.
Yeah, I mean, I would, because they'll wait to main event or something for Joe to turn on.
Yeah, he could cost them the finals. That would make it a lot more of a impact.
Yeah, so.
And this next match, Gable, Jordan, and Rhino and Corbin, I guarantee that it's going to be Gable and Jordan.
Yep.
These guys are getting over with the Ready, Willing, and Gable, and I think Gable's really good.
He is.
He's funny little guy on there, and Jordan does great. I like this week. He's like, call me JJ. And
he's got like the California attitude.
Yeah, that's sick, man.
It's just like real laid back and real.
Oh, it's funnier than hell. Say my name.
Say it. World's greatest tag team.
They look just like them. So they got the new Brainbusters, the new World's Greatest Tag Team in the Final Four.
They're gonna be good. I mean, both those teams are very badass.
I don't know. I could see Rhino and Corbin, Balor, Joe. That'd be a hell of a main event. But I just see them. They love Gable and Jordan.
Yeah, I don't know if they want to keep them top guys together in a tag team.
Yeah, Rhino and Corbin.
Yeah,
but whatever happens here, something's going to happen. Okay, here's the thing. If Rhino and Corbin get in there could be a something happen between them two, which would lead to another match.
Right.
So, I don't know. I see Balor and Joe ultimately taking the whole thing, though, if they don't try to pull something.
Yeah, man,
but didn't I call Gable and Jordan to win this whole thing at the beginning?
Yeah, I'm thinking I almost am gonna pick them.
I think I'm gonna take Gable and Jordan as my pick, but it seems like Balor and Joe would win this. But I'm gonna
seems like they would, but
I'm going with Ready, Willing, and Gable.
I am. I think they're gonna shock everybody.
I'm a fan of them too, and I just want to see them do it. And I want to see that Joe Balor feud
because they're good. Yeah.
So that's what I'm calling.
Have Joe and them get into it, and you do with that whatever with Rhino and Corbin, same kind of deal.
But I want Gable and Jordan.
Yeah.
Ready, Willing, and Gable.
They'd be good with the belts.
Oh yeah, they ain't gonna get the belts though. They'll just get the Dusty Classic win, but that's a big notch on their belt.
I think they'll get the belts eventually.
Yeah, you'll have to be the #1 contender if you win the Dusty Classic. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if they hold that, and then the belts, the tag belts would be sweet.
Yeah. So, my pick is Balor, Joe go to the finals against Gable and Jordan, and Balor and Joe get into it, and Gable and Jordan take the win.
Yep.
Off a distraction.
That's what I'm saying too.
Okay, then we got Breeze and Cruz, and I'm saying Apollo Cruz.
Yep.
It's gonna be a hell of a match, though.
I feel sorry for he gets jobbed.
Yeah, but he's so good. I don't know why he's not on the main roster. That guy's freaking awesome. He knows how to carry himself like he's like a superstar for sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he's stuck there.
And that character's perfect for this day and age with the selfies and everything.
Yeah.
I don't know why they. At first, I thought it was like he wasn't that great, but man, I became a fan after getting into NXT of this guy.
I don't know if I don't know if the Adam Rose thing kind of soured him on bringing guys I don't know if they think the fans will shit. I don't know. I think he'd get over. Actually,
he got over at Brooklyn.
Yeah, I think
he badass. He got a badass entrance, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And people like him. I mean, I'm sure he's going to get over. I just don't know why they haven't pushed him up there yet. Maybe nothing for him yet.
Yeah.
I kind of want him to stay on NXT, though. He's having badass matches every time he goes out there. Him and Cruz are going to have a great match, but Cruz will win it.
They probably need like a kind of more like almost like a veteran guy down there.
Right.
You know, with all these new guys they got coming. Right. So maybe that's, I don't know. Something.
Apollo Crews will be the next WWE champion out of NXT, though, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
And he's got this win, too. That's my pick.
Yeah, Vince has got a boner over him.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. This guy has everything going for him. The build, the athletic ability. He can talk. He's got a good personality. He's out there smiling.
Yeah.
The old $1 million smile. Okay, Dana and Asuka. Definitely Asuka. Gonna put a beating down Dana. It could be a good match, though. Dana's getting better.
I think it'll be a good match, but I think Asuka's gonna whoop her ass.
I'm definitely looking forward to Asuka.
Yeah, I want to see what kind of entrance she has.
Oh, she'll wear that mask and stuff, I guarantee it.
She might have some cool entrance with a bunch of dancers and shit with those masks on.
You never know. Because it is a takeover, and they go all out on those on entrance.
Yeah.
Okay, so the last match would be Bayley and Sasha Banks in the 30-minute Iron Woman match, which I'm just going to say, this is my pick. It's going to be one hell of a match, but Bayley definitely is going to retain. Send Sasha off for good to the main roster.
Yeah.
She had to have a rematch.
Yeah. She's got to prove that she's the real champ.
And it's cool that it's the first ever women's match to headline the takeover.
Man, I bet they'll have a hell of a match, too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's gonna be a great match, man. 30 minutes straight. I can't wait. Good weekend to be a wrestling fan. Our next couple weeks because we got this on
because of NXT.
Yeah, NXT's badass, man. I love it. That's why I've been reporting on it every week.
Triple H is working him back.
He's working the old man. I think the old man almost knows though.
But I'm saying if they got into it and things went south with them,
it could happen that he'd have a place. He definitely would, have under his belt a thriving company that he started, and he has a lot of guys that would be with him, I'm sure.
I don't know if he could maybe sell. I don't know what he's got invested in WWE, or if he does, he could sell that.
He does. Dude, Vince is 70 years old. He's not gonna live forever. You think Triple H really wants to give up the chance of taking over WWE as a whole?
But after I watched that panel, it just seems like Triple H is he knows they're stuck right there.
Yeah, he wants to make an alternative. I could definitely see NXT being bigger than the WWE almost.
And like I said, it seems like a lot of them guys would go with Triple H.
They need to keep him a separate brand, though.
Yeah. But like I said, if he ended up one day and he owned, I think he would have like a better wrestling.
Oh yeah, if he got to WWE, it'd be like NXT. We're pretty much like C-Dub always says. We're getting to see on NXT what's gonna be in the future whenever Triple H and Steph take over the WWE.
Yeah,
that's what we got to look forward to, which is pretty good if you ask me.
And they like down there, let it be more organic, really, is what they do, and just kind of let them do what they want a little bit. But
yeah, it's a lot more freedom down there, and it's more in-ring based. You don't have the goofy storylines and the cartoonish gimmicks and the cartoonish segments like Kane snapping his leg back into place. You ain't gonna see that on NXT.
No, like I said, it's some storyline, but it's a lot of wrestling.
Yeah, and we're not kidding anybody. NXT's better than WWE right now.
Yeah.
I'd love to compare the ratings.
When you hear guys on there claiming that
they want to almost start crying.
Roster,
yeah.
But it was good to go up there, but it kind of sucked because you're the man down there in NXT, basically.
Well, also, it's just so fun in the place. It's like the place to be right now. It's like ECW was almost.
Yeah, just the locker room is great. And
everybody wants to be on there. They're having badass matches, badass crowds, badass shows. It's a hip thing to do. Even Balor said it's making wrestling cool again.
Yeah.
He said that last week. But, it's like I said, great week to be a fan because we got that on the 8th. And then coming up here on Saturday night, I think 5 p.m. was when it comes on. And I don't want any spoilers from you there, Jeff, because I'll be watching it late. But it's the MSG WWE Live at MSG.
My TV all weekend.
Yeah, it's the WWE Live at MSG card. I'm going to be on the WWE Network under the pay-per-view section. So we'll have... Let's go through these matches real quick and just give who we think's going to win these. Rusev Ziggler. Not too big on this match, but I'm going to probably say Ziggler.
I'm going with Rusev.
Okay. Sheamus, Orton, not big on this match either, but I hope Orton wins. But I'm seeing Sheamus with the win because he took the job to Orton the last pay-per-view.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think. Who did the job at the last pay-per-view?
And there's no Wyatt family or Reigns or Ambrose involved in any of this, so could they get involved in that somehow?
Yeah, it's possible.
Because Sheamus is a friend of the Wyatts, remember?
Yeah.
Because they have a common enemy in Orton, and Orton's still prowling around wanting the Wyatt family.
That could be interesting.
Yeah, so I see Sheamus taking that, but who do you got?
I'm going to say Orton, actually.
Okay. Then we have Owens and Jericho, which is going to be one hell of a match for the IC title, but I don't see Owens giving up the title. I'm taking Owens.
Yeah.
It's going to be a hell of a match, though. I can't wait for that one.
Yeah. I think it'll be a great match.
Dude, I'm pumped for Saturday.
Owens ain't losing that belt.
No, I'm pumped for Saturday.
Hell
New Day and the Dudleys, tag team titles. Could they give the Dudleys the titles at Madison Square?
I think they're gonna.
I think they're going to. And then this will keep the feud going with the New Day.
Because New Day beat them on Raw.
Yeah.
So.
And they beat them at the pay-per-view. No, they didn't beat them, but it was that the one where they had the no contest?
Yeah.
Something happened.
But they didn't get the belts, and then Xavier got the pin on Devon. So
be a good feel-good moment at Madison Square Garden for the Dudleys.
They'd go crazy probably there.
Oh, it would, because they're from New York.
Yeah.
So that'd be great, man.
I'm almost guaranteed they put the belts on them.
Me too. And how about this Cena Rollins cage match for the U.S. title? I'm taking Cena.
Yep.
Even though he's going to be out after Hell in a Cell, I don't see Rollins taking back both belts.
No, that's pointless.
Yeah. And then, of course, for the main event, we have the Beast versus the Giant. Lesnar and Show. I'm hoping Brock Lesnar can win this match, but like we said, possible double switch there. A little bit of could be a little foreshadowing in that comment he made on Raw.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just trying to food for thought there. If it happens, I want to be able to say that, hey, I told you so.
Yeah.
But
that's what I was thinking when he would sit at the Heyman stopped and was sitting there thinking. He was like,
Yeah, I didn't see that part, but did he? Oh, that makes it even worse. That makes it
showed him stop and start like he was thinking after Show said that.
So that's cool. That could happen, man. Very well. So, but I'm gonna still take Brock. I can't go against Brock.
No, Brock's gonna beat him, and like I said, unless he gets screwed somehow.
The only other way is the double switch.
Yeah.
So I'm calling two things. I'm calling Brock for the win. If they do the double switch, it's gonna be Big Show.
Yep. Yeah. If I had to go straight up with one, I'd go Brock, but I still say that possibility, the double.
Same here. And it's gonna shape up. It's gonna be cool, man, to come back here next week and talk about this all again.
Yep.
Talk about all the results here. We'll have more news. We'll go over Raw, too, and NXT. Well, man, I'm going to call it episode 46. And we'll be back with episode 47 next week. Jeff, thanks for tuning in, as always. Make sure to go down the description below and check out C-Dub at Chronochord Media, and hopefully we can get him back on here. They got a lot of cool stuff over there on their channel. He has wrestling-related stuff as well, so check him out. Shout out to Steven out there, who I've been talking to lately. We need to get him back on here in some form or fashion one of these days, even if we got to do it on a weekend. But, I want to thank everybody for tuning in, subscribing. If it's the first time listening, make sure you give us a sub on YouTube. Give us a like on Facebook as well. Find us on there. And, I'm going to say peace out. Till next time. Hopefully this MSG and NXT Takeover exceeds my expectations. But, Jeff, till then, peace out, buddy.
Yep. Thanks for everybody for listening, and I am ready for a good week of wrestling, so we'll talk to you all next week.
Right on. Peace out.
Peace out.